Welcome to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman, and this is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. If you'd like to see this class later or any of my previous classes, please go to our website, mmctv.org, and you can see all my previous classes. Today I'm going to focus on the back, on the spine, manipulating the spine and strengthening the muscles that support the spine, which help you with your posture, and also with good posture it helps you to breathe more deeply and increase the amount of oxygen you take into your body. So we're going to go into table pose first, and remember, if a pose is not right for you, then please watch, and perhaps you can adapt it on your own. If you would like to try it, do it cautiously. Always remember you're learning about your body and paying attention to your body. All the postures, which are called asanas, are done with awareness, and they're done very slowly. So no rushing, bouncing, jerking. Don't worry about falling behind. Work or move, I should say, at your own pace. So table pose, which is called Majari Asana. The hands are shoulder distance apart, fingers are spread, inner elbows turn to face toward each other. The knees are slightly outside the hips. They're also hip distance apart. And then last of all, lift the back of your neck and take a deep breath in. Your back will slightly arch as you do this, and then exhale. Tighten your buttock muscles, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin into the chest, and pull your navel up toward your spine. This is a cat stretch. Inhaling, we're going to lengthen, so be sure to lift the neck, but don't tilt the head back. Elongating the spine, visualize the picture of yourself growing taller through the spine, and then exhaling, you're arching into cat. Now, many people do, or many teachers do, what is called the cat-cow stretch. I don't do the cow because you're required to tilt your head back, and I think the older you get, the more careful you need to be about the very delicate vertebrae that comprise the cervical spine, that is the vertebrae in your neck. So we're arching and exhaling, inhaling and lengthening. If you can allow your belly to fill with air and round, and then exhaling and arching, pulling the belly in. So what we're doing is manipulating the spine or undulating the spine, and this helps flush out waste. It moves the fluids around the vertebrae. It moves the liquids around the spinal column, around the nerves. Breathing in and out. Always breathe in through the nose and breathe out either through the nose or through the mouth. We're going to pull back into a posture that's called extended child. And what I'm finding is that in the 40-some years I've been doing yoga, that a lot of these postures are being called by other names. So if you've done a yoga class and the teacher called this movement something else, don't worry about it. Pulling your hips back, extending your arms forward. The fingertips are going to press into the mat. You pull your hips back, the spine lengthens. See if you can lower your seat. And then just release. Walking the hands back, just relax a moment. Now let me mention also that my ankles are turned outward and the big toes are turned toward each other. So this gives me space to lower my seat. If this is not comfortable for you, you can try it with your knees farther apart. You can also try it with a small folded towel under your ankles. There are ways to adapt this so that it works for your body and for your needs. So in extended child, we're pressing the finger pads into the mat, one hand after the other. Then you can pull with both hands, pulling the hips in the opposite direction. The head is right between the arms. You can feel a great stretch under the arms, traveling down the upper ribs, and then coming up into table again. You'll probably need to reposition your hands so the hands are slightly in front of the shoulders, and leave a little cushion of air under your palms. So we're going to do a movement which requires a little leg work. I'm going to move my right knee in an inch or two and move my right foot toward the edge of the mat. So I'm going to exhale, bring my knee as close to the nose as I can, and then inhale, straighten the leg. Now, it's not important to raise the leg above the hip. You don't need to lift the leg very high, but it's a good idea because you'll gain further benefits by firming up the left buttock and the left thigh. You'll feel the left buttock contract as well. Breathe in and breathe out, tucking in and inhaling, extending. So you can see how moving the right knee in a little bit and moving the right foot out a little bit helps give you a solid foundation. Exhaling, knee to nose, inhaling, lengthen, and firm up those muscles on the left side. Check your neck. If your head is hanging like so, lift the neck slightly. Don't lift the chin. You're looking at the space just in front of your hands, right between the two hands. Exhaling, arching, and let's shift back into extended child for a moment. Relax the arms, lower the head, pause, and breathe. Now moving back into extended child, lift up into table, and then we'll repeat on the other side. So now you're going to move the left knee in slightly and the left foot out slightly. So you can shift your weight to the left side, lengthen and lift the back of your neck. Take a breath in with the right leg extended. And exhale, tuck in. And inhale, lengthen. Straighten the leg, lift up out of the posture. You're pressing down through the fingertips, exhaling, tucking in, inhaling, lengthening, straightening the leg, tightening up the right buttock, the thigh. You'll feel the calf muscle tighten automatically. And exhale, and inhale. And if you want to go more slowly, that's fine. Go at your own pace, but don't go any faster than I'm going. Remember, we're doing all of our movements in time with our breath and with awareness and caution. And the leg out again. And bring the knees back into position, hip distance apart. Pull your seat back. Come into extended child. You can relax the arms, let the head hang, and allow your torso to sink down onto your thighs. Breathing and resting, and noticing how the muscles are feeling a bit warmed up, I hope. Maybe you feel the circulation of your blood. In any case, you're awakening your body and stretching the muscles and using your breath, coming back to center. This time we're going to add a little bit to this movement, this knee to nose movement. So move your right knee in a little, right foot out a little, shift your weight to the right side, extend the left leg, breathe in, and Exhale, tuck in, and inhale, come down onto your forearms with the leg extended. The left buttock and leg are firm, and exhale, tuck in, inhale, lower down and extend. Exhaling, tucking in, inhaling, extending. And one more time. Pulling back into extended child, resting for a moment. And bring the arms forward, lift up again. Moving the left knee in, the left foot out. Shift the weight to the left side, extend the right leg. Lift the back of your neck, visualize your spine, take a breath in. Lengthen the spine, let the belly fill with air, and then exhale, tuck in, tightening the belly muscles, knee as close to nose as you can, and then inhale onto the forearms, and exhale and tuck in. Inhale, lower and extend. Exhale, tuck. And one more time, tucking in. And place your knee down. And then we're going to walk the hands back and bring the left leg forward. Now try to get the ankle right under the knee, and then bring the left arm inside of the leg. Place the right hand just in front of the right shoulder, and little by little let your head sink down. Allow the elbows to sink down, the shoulders. You're going to feel a wonderful stretch in the upper thigh all the way around. It moves slightly into the hip. And breathing, always remember to breathe in as deeply as you can, and to breathe out, extending the out breath, slightly longer than the in breath. This is a very calming and relaxing position for many people. It is important to have the knee above the ankle, the 90-degree angle here. If you want to try something, you can bring your back of your left hand to your left hip. So this side, I can actually bring my hands together, turn my head to the right, and look over my right shoulder. And release. Bring the left leg to the floor. Lift the right foot. In front of you, again, the 90-degree angle of the shin to the thigh. Right arm actually touching, almost pressing inside of the right leg. The right hand right next to the foot. Tuck the chin in, lower the shoulders. And I'm going to move my left knee back a little. Okay. Because you still want your feet, your legs, hip distance apart. Tuck the head in. Lower the arms, breathing, and feeling that really great stretch on the right side. I'm not sure I can do this one, almost, and twisting around, or not, just coming back down. You'll find that one side is easier than the other. Okay. And then come to the floor in a comfortable seated position. And bring the soles of your feet together. Now shift your weight from side to side. Now I can actually feel my sit bones pressing down into the mat. A lot of people can't. Everybody's built differently. You can also lean to the side and take your hand and move the buttock back on each side, and then lifting the breastbone, lowering the shoulders, freeing up your neck, reaching up through the crown of your head, sitting tall. With the soles of your feet touching, this is seated angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Loosely interlace the fingers, wrap them around the lower toes, and quickly raise and lower your knees, the butterfly. And then this is my right foot. I'm going to tuck it in under my left leg, take a hold of my left foot, and gently, because you want to take care with your knee that you don't hyperextend or turn it at an angle that's not appropriate for the knee. I'm rowing a boat. So here it takes a little bit of effort to press down through the sit bones, sit up tall, and at the same time you can see I'm working my arms. So I'm getting some movement, some stretch in the muscles between the shoulder blades. This will help tone them up, and then I reverse the direction. And then another hip opener would be to take this left leg and you shift your weight onto the right side, cross the left leg over as best as you can, and then if you can turn at the waist toward this knee, reach forward, wrap the arms around, sit tall, and here you get another really big generalized stretch into the left hip. And the closer you can bring it to the knee or your leg to your center line, the more open this area becomes. You can, as you're breathing, direct your breath into this area that's stretchy. You can do that with any posture. Think about the area that needs to be open, breathing in, open, and breathing out, let go and relax. And then one more thing you can do, and once again I caution you to do this carefully. I'm extending the right leg. I have the left ankle crossed over. I'm going to pull the heel in as close as I can to the hip. Now using my forearm, I'm gently, and I mean really gently pressing. I'm going to take my right hand and rotate the foot away from me, putting just a little bit of pressure to help open up the knee. This also helps with the ankle, and release. Now we shift to the other side, tucking the left leg under the right and taking a hold of the right foot, and we're going to row the boat again. You'll notice one knee is a little bit more sensitive than the other. But again, notice how you're using the arms, and you can feel that stretch of the muscles between the shoulder blades. Those are called the rhomboids. And we're making as big a circle as we can. And then reverse the direction. And then we're going to cross the leg, right leg over the left. So I've shifted my weight entirely onto my left side. Right side's lifted up all together. So I want to get the leg in as close as I can. And some people, their feet are going to be up like this. So don't worry about it. Just approximate the position. So I lean forward, wrap both arms. I'm hugging my leg. Then I try to sit up. So here it takes some thought to lifting the rib cage out of the waist, lowering the shoulders, freeing up the neck, and yet feeling balanced and grounded, and then getting that wonderful stretch, that big, deep stretch into the right hip. And you'll notice after a few breaths, you'll probably be able to pull the knee in a little bit closer to your center line. And then slowly release and bring your heel. You can extend this left leg. Bring your heel in closer to the hip. And this side for me is a tighter side. It's always been much more difficult to get the same kind of stretch. So I'm going to place my hand right where the thigh and the calf come together, and it's a gentle pressure. You can put your forearm there. I'm using my left hand to rotate the foot away from me, and then I remember to sit up tall and breathe. And notice with each breath that you're feeling a little looser and a little bit more comfortable in the posture. And then release the leg and point the toes, bend the knees and flex the feet, point the toes, bend the knees, flex the feet, and then side to side. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with you to continue with Cherry Blossom Yoga.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Cherry Blossom Yoga. Let's take a few minutes to realize the benefits of the movements and the deep breathing, the effects of yoga. We lead up to the relaxation. So if you like, you can sit on your mat, you can sit on your couch, you can lie down on the floor. I'm going to lie down a little just to do a few little knee to chest movements and then extend my body. I'm going to bring one knee in and squeeze and release, and the other. And if you can, you want to line the knee, each knee up with the shoulder. And you'll get some pressure into the abdomen, which is very helpful for digestion. And this movement of lifting the leg and pressing gives a very, very gentle massage to the lower back area. Let's bring both legs up. Squeeze the knees in. Now check your shoulders. If you have your shoulders scrunched under your ears, you want to move them away. Use the strength of your arms to pull and press the thighs into your abdomen. This should feel really good. And then place your hands on the floor, open your legs. Remember, you don't have to do this, but if you'd like to try, ride your bicycle. Remember how the pedals work. You have to push down. And reverse. And then bend your knees, placing the feet on the mat, pushing the feet into the mat, press your waist down, tighten your belly muscles. This helps flatten the back. You may need to reposition your head. You can keep your knees up for the relaxation if that's more comfortable, or come to Shavasana, the corpse pose with your legs straight out, hip distance apart. On your next in-breath, take a deep breath, arch your back, and tuck your shoulder blades in toward the spine. Turn your palms up to the ceiling and allow the breath to flow easily into your body. And you can help it leave by exhaling and pulling the navel down toward the spine. Breathing in and out. And letting each breath take you into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Allow your eyes to sink back in their sockets, your tongue to float in your mouth. Feel the spaces under your legs, your wrists, your neck, the space above and around you. Follow your next in-breath into your body and visualize the space within. If you can stay in this position and rest for a while, please continue to do so. This is the favorite part for most of my classes, for most of my students. If you're ready to become aware of yourself and your day and what's going on, bring the knees up, roll onto your side, and let your head rest on your arm. You can tuck the knees in into almost a fetal position. And let your awareness slowly return to your body. And when you feel that you're ready, use your top hand, press it into the floor, allow your head to hang down. As you walk your hands back to your body, spiral to the front, and come into a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Making yoga mudras with your forefingers and thumbs, rest your hands up or down on your knees, sit tall, and breathe. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful and that you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Namaste.